As someone who's been working on sexual harassment cases since the early 90s, I thought I had heard and understood most issues about sexual harassment. I certainly acted in cases where complaints were made frequently, and I would say one thing that didn't surprise me in the National Inquiry was that many of the examples we're hearing today are ones that I've been hearing for decades, and that is concerning. But the one thing that really struck me that I didn't expect and probably surprised me most was the long tail of harm, particularly for women, of sexual harassment. It's not just the psychological harm, it's also the economic harm. So I could be talking in our focus group with people who had been sexually harassed in an industry 20 years ago. They would talk about it as if it had happened and it just recently, but also that it had really made them fearful about working in the industry that they'd loved and that they'd trained for. So quite often people leave a workplace, but they leave an entire industry. And what that means is that they can no longer achieve the economic outcomes. So they're both personally harmed, but they're also economically unable to achieve their full potential. And I didn't really understand that. I think we all, the narrative in Australia is get over it, get on with it. I think everyone thinks a sexual harassment issue is something that just happens in a time and then it's finished. And even if it isn't well resolved, we put it behind us. The reality is it has a huge impact on individuals, and actually it also has a huge impact on our economy. So that was probably the most surprising thing.